MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. Michael Wacha, a right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Digging in now, Joe Morgan. And we are set for baseball here this evening. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Underway now in the weekend finale as the first pitch is looked at for strike one. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
Stepping up now, Jeff Bagwell, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. First offering on its way. Lifted into center field. Edmonds is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third, center fielder, Junior Moore.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Junior Moore. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Ozuna, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Babe Ruth, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Here's Waka now 2-0. Liner in there for a base hit.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
The next Cub up, Ken Griffey Jr., and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. He's set. Here it comes. Strike one to start the at-bat. Griffey is almost surely going to receive an invite to the All-Star game, as he currently leads all right fielders in fan votes.
Yeah, this comes as no surprise. This guy is one of the best players in the game, a superstar, and that's what the All-Star game is about. The fans getting to see the best players put on display.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent and well-respected, accurate strike zone.
Debro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. Will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
Hit out towards second. Jerko fields it cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Home half of the first coming up from Busch Stadium, and the Cubs have an early 1-0 lead. John Salazar gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's last 3 starts haven't been that bad, but he's picked up a no decision in all 3. I'm sure he'd like to pick up the W in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Ozzie Smith. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Ozzie Smith.
First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just a bit up. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Tommy Pham waits on deck. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here as they're trying to get that run right back here in the first.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Pham. He had a triple in the game yesterday, finishing 1 for 4. From the stretch, takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Pham with an even 1-1 count now. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. He turns and goes to second, and they do get the out there. But no real shot at two as he's safe easily at first. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it. But that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out. So that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
Here comes the first pitch. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time as it was up the ladder a bit, and that'll move a man into scoring position now with one away.
Looks like they're trying to be aggressive on the base pass in order to get that run back they gave up at the top of the first. I like that, especially early in the game, so we'll see if they can drive him in now.
Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
1-1. Just catches the inside corner for strike two.
1 and 2.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Tony Perez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Sliced hard but foul.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. At the plate, Mike Piazza. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently third in the National League in that category. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. One-0 count. Here it is. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. The 1-1 home. Misses above the zone for a ball. Now the 2-1. Hard hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second. Coming to the plate now, Mike Schmidt. And he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Sharp ground ball to third. And that's going to find its way into left. Back-to-back knocks have him going here to start the second.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
In now, John Salazar. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Piazza over at second. Schmidt on at first with nobody out. 2-0.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Nope. 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
The next 3-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
So in now for Chicago, Cal Ripken. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Here it is, the 3-0. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit. The relay throw, and this will come in far too late. He's in there at third.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Joe Morgan.
Ready for another chance. Joe Morgan hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. First pitch of the at bat. Popped high in the air. Perez over to his right. And that's the second out of the inning.
First baseman, number 5, Jeff Bagwell.
Digging in to try it again, Jeff Bagwell. He flew out in his last at bat. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cubs 2 and the Cardinals nothing. At the plate, Matt Carpenter, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. To his left, Morgan. And that's out number 1.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Standing in, Jed Jerko. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And this is fouled at the plate. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1-2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
The 1-1 is strike two swinging.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail it here 2-0. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Junior Moore. He went deep in his first at bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
2-1 the count. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
Full count.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 3-2. Count still full, 3-2.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
A bouncer to the left side. Smith is up with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
How about it? Left fielder, Babe Ruth.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Babe Ruth.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Yanked fouled off to the right. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Here comes Waka on a 1-2. And that misses. 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
The 3-2 pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pham is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Right fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Striding in once again, Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
What good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
The 1-0 home. Misses off the plate.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
2 out, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Mike Piazza. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
A ball and no strikes. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
The 1-1. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here, as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off. First offering on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Rounded down the third baseline. Throw over by Schmidt is right there for out number 1. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Michael Wacha. First offering on its way. Right over the middle, knee high.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Popped him up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Now batting, Ozzie Smith. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Bouncer down the line. He's got to hurry, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They trail things here 2-0. Striding in, Mike Schmidt, 1 for 1 after a single this first time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to Mike Schmidt.
2 balls, no strikes.
Hit sharply, but foul down the right side.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. The 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Fly ball out toward left center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Standing in now, John Salazar, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
2-1, here it is. Lifted the other way out to left center. Pham on the move. 1 out. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. So stepping in, Cal Ripken. He came through with an RBI single in his last at bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. Schmidt leads off first with one away. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
The 1-1 home. High pop up. Jerko is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in now, Joe Morgan, as he will look at a first-pitch fastball for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. That evens it up 1-1. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Swing and a miss as he's just behind the breaking ball. Tapped out in front of home. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One hit, one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Cubs lead it 2-0. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tommy Pham set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And that misses for ball 4. The leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now in the box, Jim Edmonds. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
The 2-0 on the way. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
3-1 the count now.
Set. Here's the 3-1. A breaking ball over the outside corner for strike 2.
3-2.
High in the air out to center field. Moore is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Tony Perez.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Tony Perez, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1. Count now a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Perez.
The count is 1-2.
No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Pham at second with 2 down. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're down 2-0. Ready once again, Jeff Bagwell. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Into the box now, Junior Moore. As he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as we pull up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he ranks second on the team in that category. So a runner on first with 1 out now. And here comes the Babe. Waka a check at first. And a dive, but he's back in. Another look to first. Keeping particularly close tabs on him. First delivery to him on the way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Throw over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 1-0 delivery. And this one's in the dirt. And that's going to wipe away the possibility of a double play as the runner moves into second.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give him anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
Two and 1. Three and 1 to the Cubs left fielder. Ken Griffey Jr. waits on deck. The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3 and 2. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Into the box, Ken Griffey Jr. as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2 and 1.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And Junior swings and sends a ground ball to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Here's Jed Jerko now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And now a pitch on the way. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1. Breaking ball and a good one on the corner to make it 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball, foul down the left side. The next 0-2. A bouncer up the middle. And that's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds.
Well, that's just a case, Dero. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls. And on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout. So that's a nice piece of it.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Two and two to Marcell Ozuna. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. First pitch on its way. There's a strike.
0-1.
Oh and 1 the count to Molina. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. A great pitch there, as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Ball 1.
Outside, that's a ball.
Jerko leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Splitter that misses too low, and he's behind 2-0 now. Martinez makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. That one's in there, 3-1.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
The 3-1 pitch. Hot shot down the line. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Smith. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a ground ball to third. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Mike Piazza will get his swings leading off when we get back. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Cubs are on top 2-0. Greg Holland takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 56, Greg Holland.
Ready once again, Mike Piazza. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs' half of the 6th. He's set, and the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
In now, Mike Schmidt, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Holland, the former Colorado Rocky, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come offseason.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. And he just misses with a curveball.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Striding in once again, John Salazar. First pitch coming. Here it is. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Swings through the slider there.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. 2 out, nobody on. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Digging in to try it again, Cal Ripken. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Salazar is off at first with 2 away. Ripken in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Two balls and a strike now. Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
This is a big bat right here. No doubt you'd rather go after the 9-hole hitter with a runner on third instead of giving the top of the order a chance to cash in.
Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. The 3-2 pitch. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Cubs strand 1, but they're on top 2-0. Ready for another chance? Tommy Pham. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First offering on its way. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
A ball and a strike now. A sign now from Piazza, the 1-1. Hit hard to third. Throw over by Schmidt is right there for route number 1. So the shutout still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. The next to bat for St. Louis, Jim Edmonds, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now here's the pitch. Drilled down the line. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Tony Perez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tony Perez. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope,
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
1-0.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Missed with a breaking ball.
No strike.
Three and 0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And that's in there, 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. Hard hit ball to second. Morgan is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Tyler Lyons is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 70, Tyler Lyons.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Joe Morgan. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way in front of a great slider that time.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far. And
ouch, that one hit him. Junior Moore will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Here's the first pitch to him. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Standing in now, Babe Ruth. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
The 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. And Jerko will make the catch here, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They're up 2-0. Here's Matt Carpenter. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0. One out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
That's a ball.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And that one just missed outside. Marcell Ozuna will be next. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. The 1-0. Misses for the 2nd ball.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so This has been a better approach by him at this at-bat, much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Strike called, 2-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Digging in once again, Yadier Molina. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
First offering on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
And that catches the outside edge, 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Molina. Two and two to the Cardinals catcher.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. Cards leave one. They trail it here 2-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. But Norris has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 26.
The next Cub up, Ken Griffey Jr. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Ozuna. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot for Junior. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Every run helps late in the game, and with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 44, Luke Gregerson.
Into the box now, Mike Piazza.
Mike Piazza.
As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And a big swing and a miss from Piazza as they jump ahead of him 0-2 here.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Mike Piazza goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box, Mike Schmidt. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-1 home. He's in there for strike number 2.
We're going to count 1 and 2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now, John Salazar. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling for it, Pham. And that retires the side. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's 3-0 Chicago. Coming to the plate now, number 61. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now. Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Grounder down the line at third, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Number 61 has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Smith. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
He's set. Here it comes. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Moore is there. One down. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tommy Pham. No hits to this point. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Set to deliver the 0-1. This is line to left. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out. Couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning by inning recap through the first 7 and change. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and stepping in the veteran center fielder Jim Edmonds. From the stretch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. One left for the Cardinals. They trail it here 3-0. Gateway Arch lit up at night here in St. Louis. Welcome back to our broadcast on MLB Network. Brett Cecil enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Standing in, Cal Ripken. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. Is in there for strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I got to count 2-2.
Here now the 2-2 is in off the plate. Joe Morgan waits on deck. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
The batter, number 8.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Joe Morgan. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. One out, nobody on. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. The 1-1 home. Grounded to third. And there are two away now.
First baseman, number 5. Jeff Bagwell.
So in now for Chicago, Jeff Bagwell. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hot shot on the ground to short. Smith is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they lead it 3-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Tony Perez. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard on the ground toward short. And that's through for this first base hit in this one. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Fergie Jenkins takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Fergie Jenkins.
Matt Carpenter will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
First pitch on its way. First pitch is a forkball, too low for ball 1. Now the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Two balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. One there. Back to first. A 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out. The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long. Stepping up to the plate, Jed Jerko. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth.
That jumps off the page at me. He's found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
3-0 to him now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's taken for ball 4. So good work there as the Redbirds have got a 2-out base runner.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Stepping in, Marcell Ozuna. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Piazza is over to take a look. And no one will get this one. Jerko, the runner at first with 2 gone. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Hard hit ball towards the hole. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they live to fight some more.
Colton Wong will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 16, Colton Wong.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Smoked on the ground to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the ninth. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off.
Now at the plate, number 61. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed. And now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Forkball misses, and it's 1-2 now.
It's 1-2.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. John Salazar gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, striking out 12 in the process. Fergie Jenkins records the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For St. Louis, no runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 44 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout of 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely. Have a good night.
the beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Entering the day's action, the Cardinals are in third place in the NL Central, and the Cubs are atop the division. The Cincinnati Reds finished off a 3-game sweep as they beat the visiting Marlins 5-3. At the start of the day, the Reds sit in second place in the National League Central, and the Marlins are in last place in the NL East. The Milwaukee Brewers totaled 11 hits as they walked off to the extra inning win over the Pirates 4-3. In the standings, the Brewers sit in third place in the National League Central Division, while the Pirates are at the bottom of the division. The Braves completed a 3-game series sweep as they defeated the visiting Giants 12-5. As of today, the Braves sit in fourth place in the National League East Division, and the Giants sit in first place in the National League West Division. The Phillies had 12 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 6-3. As of right now, the Nationals are in third place in the NL East, and the Phillies are atop the division. The Metropolitans amassed 14 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Rockies 7-4. Entering the day's action, the Mets are atop the National League East Division, and the Rockies are in last place in the NL West. The Arizona Diamondbacks got 12 hits in this one as they got the home victory against the Astros 7-4. At the start of the day, the Diamondbacks sit in fourth place in the National League West, and the Astros are in second place in the AL West. The Padres knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 6-3. Heading into the day, the Padres sit in second place in the National League West Division, and the Dodgers are third in the division. The Toronto Blue Jays continued to beat teams now with 11 straight victories as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 6-3. In the standings, the Rays sit in last place in the American League East Division, and the Blue Jays are atop the division. Mike Clevenger grabbed the victory, his fourth of the year, as Cleveland took care of the Yankees 3-1. As of today, the Yankees sit in third place in the American League East Division, and the Indians sit in second place in the AL Central Division. The Chi Sox only allowed 2 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 2-0. As of right now, the White Sox are in last place in the AL Central, while the Twins are third in the division. Mike Fiers got win number 1 on the year, leading Detroit to the win over Kansas City 4-3. At the start of the day, the Royals sit in fourth place in the American League Central Division, while the Tigers are atop the division. The Oakland Athletics allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the visiting Orioles 3-2. Heading into the day, the A's sit in third place in the American League West Division, and the Orioles are in fourth place in the AL East. The Angels tallied 5 home runs overall as they sank the Mariners 14-2. In the standings, the Mariners are in fourth place in the AL West, and the Angels are atop the division. Cole Hamels got the win and now has 150 on his career, leading Texas to a victory over the Red Sox 7-4. As of right now, the Rangers are in last place in the AL West, while the Red Sox sit in first place in the American League East Division. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.